Selamat tengah hari. So I would not extend your suffering. Distinguished learned speakers, my friends in UKAS and Azam, and especially all the volunteers, Azam, Seoul. Now, this is very interesting 1.5 days, though I just drop by once in a while, but the dialogue on the stage was very interesting. I wrote a lot of things on my handphone just now, and then of course I need to, I think I'm very much obliged to report back to my bosses up there, to the policy makers, and all the substance presented by our speakers, depending on things that you, how do I say, something you are passionate with, something that you really need to know, very much presented. I even given a 5 days session, I don't think there will be a full stop to the deliberations and conversations about AI. It's a probably what we are talking today could be obsolete next month. You know, I have to recall back the first time I heard about AI was from a movie called AI Intelligence, which was, the movie was in 2001, if you still remember. It's about a boy, an android. But then again, for those who are at the age of, as young as I am, 59 years old, now and 55 and above, probably you still remember this movie, Bionic Man, in a Bionic Woman. Then come the movie in 2001, Artificial Intelligence, about this boy. And come to this movie in 2004, it was a movie by Will Smith, if I'm mistaken, about another AI, soldiers, you know. So at that time, yeah, we thought it's a movie, it's a fiction. But then again, 25, 30 years down the road, then we realized this thing is coming into reality. And then, of course, everybody was talking about the good, the bad, and the possibility, the eventually of AI and how it will influence us in every angles of our life. Yeah, we can't run away from the reality that this AI is coming. And as much as we are able to accept the social media phenomena now, you know, it was not long time ago. I had my first handphone. It was as big as this mic, you know, 010 SMS masa tu. And then sekarang ni touch screen, and of course Anisha from most Indonesian at that time, yeah, she said that when she was 23 years old, that was not long time ago. So, and most Indonesians are very popular with BB, you know, BlackBerry, and we come up with BlackBerry also. Now, allow me to just summarize a bit that of my interest. Of course, the AI governance or digital governance, that is very important. Either we're going to incorporate it as best practices or something that be mandatory complied with. That's another things. And then we have other speakers here. I was talking about depending. We don't have to get too excited about being updated with the latest technologies in digital. That very much depend on the appetites and the narrative of each government. That's also, I think, quite relevant. We can't catch, depends. Like he said, US appetite on digital is very much but because of, how do I say, commercials, and the EU, and then China is very much depends, is up down because of security is concerned. And then AI center, and then we have a professor talking about, we were very much early on AI, but depends on what we need here in Sarawak. We talk about Internet of Things in agriculture, when our premier first talked about it when he first took over as the chief minister, and now premier in 2017. When Yang Bamok premier mentions to our cabinet and all the YBs that we are going into that corner where we're going into digital economy. Trust me, bukan sahaja kamu semua, and then some of us politicians, digital economy, what is that? Digital economy, and SP, now we start to use that card. Even some YBs, I can't remember when was the last time they go to their ATM and say, you can do online transaction, really. And then UKAS did a survey. You know, some of the YBs don't have even a Facebook account. So then I take note of Dr. Suhaimi was saying that head of departments have to go through some training programs about AI. That's very interesting. So I think I told Dato' Heti, we better take note of that, you know. Not, you know, how old is our head of department here in Sarawak? Some of them easily forgot their password on the handphone, you know. I don't know why they got password in the handphone. Even the wife asking also, why you put password there? And then apa lagi kita punya wakil rakyat, our politicians as a whole. There's a lot of quite relevance and pertinence and how do I say, things that you have said that probably from the perspective of policy makers, we have to take it seriously. We don't want to be left out, but neither we don't want to be too quick in adopting. I used the word wholesale adoptions just now. So there's a term used by one of the speakers, wholesale adoptions. That's it's true. Sometimes we may not be too quick in adopting the letters when sometimes the fundamental is not being fully addressed. And then they were talking about training, and then we heard about the youth and the school, and we got one teacher yesterday asking me to deliver that message to Yang Bamok Premier, that probably let's start somewhere from as young as primary school, exposing them into the governance, the compliance, the good and the evils about what AI is capable of. And then, of course, we in the course of government structuring policies and future developments in so many things that we have to take into account here, a bit here and there. It's not easy, but then again, here in Sarawak is the biggest state in Malaysia. Probably more than 50% of our areas are still considered rural. And of course, Professor, we have spent like no less than 3 billion plus in ensuring all the relevant infrastructure to be in place, and we still got our Telehikmat, UKAS Telehikmat still receive somewhere blind side in the rural area, and schools and children need to make some connection through their quite a sophisticated latest handphone, but he's there at the place where there's no internet connections. And here we are talking about AI. YB, you don't have to talk about AI to me. You know, kawasan saya belum ada internet mah. The tower is there, but this is not functioning. So here, yes, we face that kind of issues, but then again, we have to expedite that effort, the infrastructural effort. And sometimes premiers every now and then during our cabinet meeting reminded myself and a few YBs that it's very important to reduce that information gap, that understanding gap, that awareness gap between what we want to do in the governments and the masses. And of course, we have to understand who are in the masses. We have youth, we are the Gen Z, all sorts of gens there. We have people in the rural areas, we have fishermen, we have agricultural people, and we have small and medium industries, we have professionals and teachers and schools, and yeah, we have to draw a balance to accommodate a lot of needs from all these people. Yeah, it's an interesting journey, but we can't avoid it, that we are moving forward. But in all scheme, yesterday someone was telling me, YB, yes, AI is very important, digital is very important. Probably, sir, YB, next time, in the next conference, can we look into the economic impact and how much it costs actually for the governments or for the people to adopt, to embrace these new technologies, AI, everything. Because like myself, some of the reporters were telling me, regionally, I have to download these apps, and it cost me like what, 90 ringgit a month. Then I have to download this. It cost me like 300 per annum. So I have to download this and everything, and this and that, and it's quite costly, and then the company is not paying for it. Yes, true, it do help in my work, but then again, my employer need to understand also that extra expenses have to be paid for purpose of getting all these digital assistance, be it AI or any other things. So that is another considerations we have to look at. Probably in the next seminars, probably we'll get someone who have done this research, how much it costs for ordinary people, for the governments, to further embrace into future digital advancements, which is very quick. Every day, every month, and almost every year we will see new things happening. But again, I acknowledge some of the things that the speaker said, that very much depends on the narrative of the government policies. So even sebelum saya masuk tadi pun ada seorang veteran journalist, I think you understand that AI, kalau saya ni buat investigative, buat research on the grounds, put it this way lah, YB dia beritahu Datuk, rambut sama hitam, hati lain-lain, you know. So probably AI may not understand that. And while Premier is smiling yesterday, addressing us, probably still in his heart, probably he missed someone. So mungkin AI tidak faham itu semua, tentang emosi, tentang kerinduan. And then daripada Anisha was talking about tadi apa tadi? Tentang luahan perasaan, tentang kesunyian, amboi. So, kesepian dan sebagainya, kerinduan, kecintaan. So, you know, sometimes, yeah, so I mean, and then when he was here in Kuching, leading TVS, we talk a lot about drama, and TVS was baru ditubuhkan, and Suhaimi helped a lot in developing a lot of things there. Saya beritahu Suhaimi, kalau nak buat TVS drama tu, atau bukan TVS saja, apa-apa drama di TV, sinetron, especially kalau di Indonesia ada sinetronnya ya. And then after the 20-minute drama tu, saya dah tahu dah, mak mertua ni mesti jahat. Ini girlfriend daripada overseas akan datang. Ini dah, after 20 minutes, I know how it's going to end. You know, this guy look handsome, jatuh cinta kepada 3 perempuan. And akhir sekali baru mak mertua dia tahu dia ni minat orang lain. Kan, minat kat mak mertua dia sendiri. So, kalau boleh kita come up with some ideas where I'm very much into, I'm a fan of Yasmin Ahmad, I'm a fan of cerita-cerita yang penuh nilai kemanusiaan. I think this is something becoming to semakin hilang dalam dalam kemerahan dunia yang semakin kacau dan kebencian dan buruk sangka dan sebagainya. So saya rasa wartawan, the journalists and the writers, and this is something you have to defend. That the humanity, that even the late Tok Nan asked me very simple questions, but it's a metaphor of things, When he asked me, when the last time do you bring your kids for a picnic? I said, wow, well, I can't remember the last time I talked about picnic. Picnic, you bring your kids, your friends to the beach, and then a sandwich and barbecue, and put your handphone in your basket, things like that. I said, wow. And then I went to think about it. Then I said, wow, this is something that I really miss most. Some of the reporter here, we got WhatsApp group. YB, malam ni kita pergi ngopi. Ya, ngeteh, cerita-cerita lah. Okay, come. Okay, no, don't worry guys. I know this place got a very nice kway teow. Come. So 7 of us were there to the pasar malam, trying to have these nice noodles. And the first, okay lah, hey, how's you? What's up there? Okay. And then that thing happened for the first 3 minutes. After the next 10 minutes, everybody was on the handphone. So it was so stressful. Why in the first place we meet up? And then bagus kita duduk rumah masing-masing buat video call. Kan? So I mean, I got 2 kids, yeah. And then my eldest, who's also a broadcast journalist herself, but now she's on her own. Probably she said it's a bless that it's not good to say it's a blessing in disguise. What happened during the COVID? Everybody have to work from home, and then she ended up working from home, doing freelancing. And then after 1 year plus, and then she told me, Pa, I don't think I will ever work makan gaji lagi lah, kata. It's no more about looking for job. This is building career with my handphone, 3 laptops, and I saw recently got 4 tabs on her table, and she's doing some, she's a AI producer herself, doing video clips and corporate videos, blah, 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 blah. And then she told me, if one of my handphone missing, or one of the laptop ni, ataupun satu iPad ni rosak, saya akan kena sawan bah, kata. I can depress the whole day, if one of those gadgets rosak. Then that's my eldest, and then my youngest is in the military, and he's a military intelligence officer. And he also provide me some insight and enlightening me about sentiments. And because being an intelligence officer, he said they are very much assisted by AI, of course, in a lot of things. But then again, dia kata, kita depend dengan negara lah, Pak. Kata. Negara kita berbagai kaum, berbagai agama dan budayanya, berbagai bahasa. This is something that AI, until now, Pak, or forever will not understand. Even if there is a possibility that in the future, we're going to have a near of perfect artificial intelligence mind with artificial emotions. Now artificial intelligence does not necessarily coincide with emotion. But like Professor was saying, that tidak lama lagi mungkin perkara itu akan berlaku. Tapi saya rasa kalau itu pun berlaku, saya rasa jauh kalau berbanding dengan manusia kita semua, there is one thing that no way technology will able to how do I say, to adopt, which is the feeling, perasaan, nilai empathy, kesian dan sebagainya. Saya rasa dalam konteks Malaysia or within this region, the beautiful regions of Southeast Asia, I think dengan pelbagai kaum dan agama, budaya, is a beautiful foods, things like that. I think this is one thing that I would love to believe, and I would love to encourage our journalists, reporters, atau baiknya yang bertauliah, tidak bertauliah, Facebookers, TikTokers, things like that. Biarlah menanamkan dalam jiwa dan semangat masing-masing, nilai kemanusiaan. Jauhkanlah jiwa kita daripada kebencian dan sebagainya. So that will make us different from whatever technology is going to be in the future. Ialah yang membezakan kita dengan AI ni ialah nilai-nilai kemanusiaannya. So I think I guess I stop there. We heard so much about 1.5 days. And again, I'd like to take this opportunity on behalf of the government of Sarawak and Yang Berhormat Premier. We like to truly appreciate the presence and the participation of all our learned speakers. Please give them a round of applause. I think we are not getting enough from you guys. I think probably we'd love to have you again. Probably not necessary in SMeC, but I would recommend separately, probably Suhaimi dengan rakan-rakan media kita berkongsi pengalamannya. And Anisha, now we have a direct flight from Kuching to Jakarta, bandaranya seberang aja. And then of course the other speakers, you are just staying nearby, probably in other sessions. Actually on the governance side, probably I'll bring you into we have another session, probably Azam can initiate a program with our regulators and lawyers or people who are concerned about rules and rights and all those governance guidelines, you know. Then we can separate and become a small sessions, yeah. And thank to all, of course, everybody attending yesterday's and today's. You come from different background, ada student, ada pensyarahnya, academicians, and people from consulting companies, and I met a few guys who are into data crunching, data centers, and we got a few wartawan bebas. We got wartawan yang whose portal got 5 million followers, things like that. So mereka juga berpengaruh, influencers, things like that. And then I know one influencer got 1 million, more than 1 million followers, and I told him, look, you people follow you 1 million, you know. I got what? I got 20,000 voters only, you know. That make me a deputy minister. So I'm not sure whether future election should go into saya kena jadi influencer juga, you know. But then again, politicians nowadays are not much of an influencer. Politicians, as a whole, ada juga boleh diikut, ada juga tak boleh diikut. Memang kita ada UKAS, have done a survey and I reported it to Premier. Kadang-kadang saya tunjuk muka this YB ni tak boleh pakai, you know. Sebab dia perompak, penyamun dan penipu. Tetapi YB, then I tunjuk parti yang diwakili, I will support this party, but not that YB, okay? And then tunjuk muka parti, saya tidak mau sokong parti ini. Parti ini semua penipu, kuat kencing. Tidak buat kerja, cakap je banyak. And then when we show the photo, how about this person? I love this YB. Dia bagus. Dia rapat dengan kami semua. Pandai menyanyi, lagu Mandarin pun pandai. Walaupun guna AI. So sekali lagi terima kasih di atas kehadiran semua. I wish you all best from within, outside. Sentiasa tenang di jiwa dan akal, kesihatan yang terbaik, dan hari-hari esok yang menyenangkan, dan urusan dunia akhirat dipermudahkan. Dan saya harap kita akan berjumpa lagi di masa akan datang. Kepada semua warga kerja, baiknya daripada Azam dan UKAS, terima kasih di atas kesungguhan, kerajinan, pagi, malam dan sebagainya. And then of course, after this event, kita akan berjumpa lagi post SMeC. And then we will do wild thing. Percayalah, I'm capable of doing that. Kita akan more or less formal. I think saudara CEO Azam Ali and also pengarah UKAS knows, you know. And then of course Datuk he always there behind all things, make sure that everything is okay. And then memang ramai yang baru pertama kali berurusan dengan saya, memang saya ni bukanlah perfectionist, tetapi saya ni agak tegas, I'm hands on in everything. And then ada juga sekali-sekala saya the red devil keluar atau tanduk, dan faham-faham muka saya jadi merah, keluar. Jadi saya kagumlah kesabaran anda dengan kerenah dan cerewet saya. So with that, please stay back yang ada setengah-setengah tu tadi, sebab lepas ni saya rasa ada kumpulan penari akan mengakhiri majlis kita. But we continue because I know among the speakers they will love to get involved with the things that we did last night, the poco-poco thing. So it's a good exercise dan semua yang hadir. So dengan itu, wabillahi taufik wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah, indeed, interesting message that we can bring home and ponder, inshallah. Once again, thank you very much to the Honorable Dato' Abdullah bin Haji Saidul, the Deputy Minister in the Premier's Department for Corporate Affairs, Information and Sarawak Public Communication Unit. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's be clear, while AI can greatly improve our work of life, well, it must never substitute the core of things we need, not only in media and journalism, but most important is human judgment, moral courage, integrity and empathy. All right, well, as been mentioned by the Honorable Dato', all right, we're not done yet. To officially conclude our conference of Sarawak Media for the year 2025, let's enjoy this vibrant performance that showcases the beauty of Sarawak's culture, emphasizing unity definitely, and togetherness among its people. So dipersilakan, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome and put your hands together for the performers of Petra Dancers, please. Petra dancers, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a beautiful performance from Petra dancers. And what I heard now, we are going to continue the show with something it is a must do, a must anthem for every occasion that we have in Sarawak. Can we have that song to be played, please? Yeah. Are we having that? Okay, so please hit it. All right. So we'd like to invite everyone here in this room to please join us for Pocho Pocho. Let's pekikis bulu betis, ladies and gentlemen. It's the right way to conclude the day. And of course, to conclude Sarawak Media Conference 2025. Come on, come all, please come and join us. Nggak peduli, come on. Everyone, all right. Kuat. All right. Ha. 2, 1. Ha. Ku nggak peduli. Come on everyone, please louder. Selagi aku tak puas hati. La 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 la. Biarlah ku ambis berkikis bulu betis. Lagi kuat. Nuan bedaunya di tepi. Lagi. finally conclude the show of day 2 of SIARAN Media Conference 2025. A huge thank you to our speakers, to the panelists and moderators for their expertise and inspiration. Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much, everyone. And also, definitely, please, a big round of applause sekali lagi kita berikan kepada to all the speakers, our moderators. And big thanks to Sarawak government as the main organizer for Sarawak Media Conference in collaboration with UKAS. Tepukan yang gemuruh untuk UKAS, please. Dan juga tepukan yang paling gemuruh untuk Azam Sarawak. And to our volunteers, Azam Young Souls. Where are you, Azam Young Souls? Wow, great. Alhamdulillah to one and all. Thank you very much. Safe travels home. And we look forward to seeing you all again next year, inshallah, in the next SIARAN Media Conference 2026. Inshallah, hadirin, terima kasih sekali lagi. Hingga jumpa lagi. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. SIARAN Media Conference 2025. Signing off. My name is Sharifah Farbiti Hajiwanta. Also signing off for the 2 days of SMeC 2025. Thank you very much semua. Terima kasih.